Battle cruiser operational.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. But today is not just another edition of Brood War. It's going to be NaDa. He is back. He's going to do a best of three. First is home today. Top right, game one on Radeon. It is home. We're not going to be talking about him very much, but at the bottom left, it is NaDa, the genius Terran, man. All right, we're going to go ahead and go over NaDa's reputation and his resume for those of you who do not know who NaDa is, because he retired back in 2010. There are a lot of newcomers to Brood War that started watching it back in 2011 or later. So he started back in 2002, a young kid showing up on the same team as Boxer and Yellow. The team was Ideal Space. It earned him the nicknames Prodigy and Genius because he was so good, man. He won his first Premier tournament in 2003, man. It was OSL. The 2002, 2003 OSL title was his, so he backed it up by winning an OSL 1 year after he joined the scene of Brood War. So, holy smokes. What an incredible dude. He's one of the few Bonjois. He maintained a 61% win rate over a span of 1,100 games. 1,100 professional games, 61%. He won 7 total Premier titles over 5 years, 2003 to 2008. He retired in 2010, did his military service, came back in 2015, started streaming on Africa, and he's been around, but he has not been around for a few years now. And RJB sent me this best of 3 and said, NaDa is back. And I just typed in, what? I am so excited. I am so excited for NaDa here today. So let's go ahead and get back into the StarCraft here. Hatch firsting it on this 4-player map. Radeon is hum. We got a barracks walling off the front of his natural here from NaDa. He's been watching StarCraft. He's been playing StarCraft. Maybe under this Smurf name right here. Maybe he's been playing for a while. And just now, RJB sniffed him out and determined it was NaDa. Oh my gosh. All right. So I am just so hyped. I think you can tell. So before we get into this, Patreon.com is the place to support Falcon Paladin on a monthly basis, right? Because that is the one place you can pledge monthly that doesn't take 30% or more of your money before it gets to Falcon Paladin. It's like 1% or 2% on Patreon, because I've been there for so long. I'm grandfathered in to the rules that were there back in 2015 when I joined. If you're thinking about starting up a Patreon, that is not the case today. So again, if you want to support me monthly for as little as $1 a month, patreon.com/Falcon Paladin is the place to be. Marines, check in. Are there Zerglings on the way? No, there are not. Terry the Overlord. Yes, Terry, I know. There are men with guns down here. So just find a nice Overlord perching spot, and you will be safe. Got ourselves an engineering bay, an early engineering bay here. The lair is not done. So it's going to be a +1 attack and an academy there. So it's going to be a bio opening here. It's going to be SK Terran. We'll see if there are some tanks, but I think that hinges on how many Hydralisks, well, how many Hydras hum is going to make and not turn into lurkers, right? And bam, Spire at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Sub 4 minutes is a mark you need to hit at this level, and hum did it as well. So hit that like button if you're excited for NaDa. Subscribe. I'm trying to get all the way to 69,000 subscribers, guys. 69,000. That is a fun number, isn't it? I'm at 68,000, about 500, which is a lot of fun. Oh, additionally, Costco is getting Coke products. A lot of their food courts already have Coke products. If you're an American who likes Costco and don't like Pepsi, hey, that's some good news today, too, for July the 15th, 2025. Actually, I think that news was announced in January, and they've been rolling out the Coke across their stores across the country. I think some places in California got it, like, in April, so might not be at your local Costco, but it should be here by the end of summer. All right, what do we got? Supply depots, great. We are working on a stem upgrade here, too. What are we going to do for a third base here, home? What is the plan? I mean, you don't have much to defend a third base. If you took one right now, I understand that. So let's finish the Spire, get some mutas out, get some Lings, get a third base coming. I think that would be a great move here against NaDa. Not that you know it's NaDa, because it's barcode. And barcode is not very descriptive. You're hiding. You're hiding when you're a barcode player. So 4 mutas on the way. Macro hatch inside the main. Not quite there yet. Can't use that larva to go for, you know, immediately 9 mutas. So we can make 5 with the available larva. And, ooh, and a +1 flyer attack comes in here, too. So Hum is planning on going for a bunch of mutas. Maybe not all mutalisks, but more than the 4 or 5 that a lot of Zerg players like to do in this matchup. Really a question of preference. So the mutas are out. They're going to try to come down and get some stuff done. Obviously, turrets are on the way. The engineering bay has been done for a minute. 1, 2, 3 racks lifting off the racks that was walling off the front here. And building a bunker behind it just in case some Lings show up. He wants people to get out, I think, with the Marines rather than single file moving from behind the wall. So that's why the racks is up here now. And plus it makes some really nice symmetry. Ah, isn't that pleasing? Isn't that pleasing? I think most people, I think, have a tiny bit of, like, OCD, where they just like things being symmetrical and in order and stuff. Some people take it really far. But, you know, I think everybody's got a little bit of that in there. So we've got 7 mutas. SCV counts at 30. There we go. 1 SCV down, 2 SCVs down. It's about 31 right now. 30, 29... 28. If you can get the Terran under 20 SCVs with this muta harass, a lot of the times they just tap out. They just give up because it's hard to overcome that kind of loss. But, you know, continuing to produce SCVs here, getting under 20 is not something NaDa is willing to do. So he sees the Marines and says, okay, I don't need to make a sunken. Let's not worry about that. There is not a factory here. There is no vulture. So the Marines want to come across the map, and I can't stop them. I will have time in which to build some Sunkens. Hydroden comes in, kind of hiding it from scans, right? Hiding it a little bit. It's going to be a matter of using Lings and Mutos to deal with any kind of a push-out for the time being. Lurker aspect is on the way, but it's not done yet. Third base, bottom right. There we go. So going for that third base, I kind of feel like it's a little bit late, but he probably started it when the mutas were on the way and out here, and that's all you can really do. Okay, mutas, good numbers, 11 of them, +1 flyer attack, not canceled, still coming in. Marines, they've got range, they've got stim. They've got that +1 thanks to that early engineering bay. Everything is looking great right now from NaDa. Can he get across the map? Can he possibly take down the natural? That's an instant win. Can he kill the third base? That's an instant win. Does he not know? Look at these Lings being like, don't come down that way. Please don't. The mutas have that attack upgrade now. They're a little bit more aggressive. As a couple mutas do die. Brutal stuff here, man. It's trades. This is, I mean, this is one of the more tradey things in all of Brood War is Marines versus stacked mutas. Marines will die. Mutas will die. He replaces some of the losses here. He's got 10 of them now. Lings don't have any upgrades. They've got speed, which is nice. He's going to try to wipe this group out. And reinforcements from the backside are coming up the minimap right now. Can he kill every Marine in this group? The answer is yes. With the Ling support. No, one Marine does survive. He joins the reinforcements. And starts heading to the top right again. Oh, Medic's getting picked off is always a good target, man. They can't shoot back. That's not a trade. You kill medics that are alone. Oh, look at all these dead Mutalisks, too. This is tough. Sunken's like now would be good. Yeah, looking a little bit scary. Mutaflock, not good. Ling group, not good. Queen's Nest, Hive on the way. Evolution Chamber for an upgrade of some kind for the ground units is going to be super nice. And any sign of a third base here from NaDa. There's the scanning. He scans here and here and here and he doesn't find the third. No, and he scans top left too. No, NaDa. NaDa just used a ton of scans to look for where the Zerg player was and didn't find him because he's in the bottom right. Oh, I mean, by process of elimination, he probably knows that the Zerg's down here, but there's already Sunkens at the top of the ramp, so what are you going to do? I've just never seen a Terran player use so much energy on scans to not find anything. 2 Sunkens, Lurker eggs, no Lurkers yet. This Lurker a little bit further along than these two are going to be. Any science vessels yet? No, science facility is not done. So trying to get up here. Can he get it? Sunken's getting some nice hits off the Mutas. Have to engage. They hate playing defense, but they have to now. Lurker burrows in behind the Sunken. Gets some nice finds off. Lurker pops and runs and dies. Lurker pops and runs and dies. No! Oh, this one Lurker, I think, is the only thing keeping him alive right now. The Mutas, can they finish off what's left here? That +1 attack coming into massive, massive support. And he does kill every Marine in this forward group, and all these medics, their lives are now forfeit. They should probably try to run, and just had a thought that maybe they should try to run. Nidus Canal, yes. Guys? No? Okay. Yeah, there's that +1. When's the last time you thought about how the tooltip for Mutalisks is kind of a lie? It's not 9 total damage. It does 9 damage and then does glaive worm bounces to surrounding enemy stuff, like buildings. Third base coming in on the left side. It's not a flat 9. I think if I was new to StarCraft and I was like, oh, these tooltips tell you all sorts of great stuff. 9 damage. Got it. Single target damage. But it's not. Okay, there are 2 Lurkers here, and he's just scanned, and he's like, I can run by, and... Oh, no, he runs. He abandons ship. He's like, nope. Not at all. Not even close. Nidus at the third base anyway. Third. Oh. SCV down. SCV down. Okay. Big get by home. Really nice get by home. Now, worried about drops, which you should be because drop chips are now coming out of these starports at the moment. Scourge, so you can't drop into the main. Lurkers and stuff, so dropping into the third base is going to be hard. Overlords to spot incoming drops too. He knows the timing on drop ships here. He's going to be ready for it. Consume just finished up. What great timing. What fortuitous timing here for Hum. Irradiate's coming in fast and heavy. Yeah, I don't see any upgrades for the Hydras. I think every Hydra is going to be turned into a Lurker in this game. It's not going to be Hydra meta, which, you know, I think NaDa is aware of. But it's probably going to be Ultralisks at this point if we're not getting upgrades for Hydras. Not that you can't go Hydras and Ultras later, but still. Skirt. Oh, Science Vessel sniped. Beautifully done by Hum. You see that? He sends in the Lings and the Mutas to absorb the Marine shot so the Scourge don't get killed, and they get both of the Science Vessels. The priority there are not the Scourge by the AI, right? The CPU is going to attack the Lings and the Mutas first. If he'd been looking here, if NaDa had been paying attention, he probably could have target fired the Scourge and then handled the Mutas and the Lings, but that's not what happened. Drop into the main. Dark Swarm does get popped up down here. Lurker's got some kills. 7 kills on that. I guess some of that was when he was up here as part of that group, but yeah, Dark Swarm, Lurkers, that drop doesn't get anything done whatsoever. I don't think it even killed a single building. So Adrenals on the way. More comm stats being added in. Plagues coming in. Further attack upgrades for the Marines. They've got a 1-1. They're going to have a 2-1 here shortly. Oh, what an intense 13-minute game already this has been. Hive is done. Like I said, Adrenals on the way. Home's one of those Zergs that will get Adrenal. I appreciate it. And 2 Dark Swarm Lurkers, man. Oh, Scourge hunting. Ooh, Science Vessel down. Drop at the north side here. Scourge, no. Dropship's alive. Science Vessel alive. Detection on the Lurkers is nice. Scanning in. 1 down. 2 down. The third one is gonna die. Yes, it does go down. He falls back. Dark Swarm gets popped up. Time to really full back now. Fall back now. Got American football on my mind, apparently, with a fullback position, which kind of actually died in football. But anyway, yeah, these guys still alive. And then he comes in with another drop into this position. Are there enough Lings? No. Well, maybe, actually. Hold on. Can he clean this out? Huge attack. Huge on-load. Defending with the Mutas and Cracklings against these Marines with the +2 attack. And no, it's not enough. Every Ling and Muta dies. These guys are Rambos. 3 kills, 3 kills, 3 kills, 2 kills. And then Cracklings arrive, and, well, just more stuff shows up, and this group does get killed eventually. Good hold initially, though. Top left, 4th base from NaDa is coming in quite beautifully. Oh, a physics lab. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it the battlecruiser curse on display here in game number 1 of our best of 3 between NaDa and Hum? Possibly, yes. Possibly, who knows? Sat, scans, check-in. I don't know where that scan checked, actually. Here? I guess it was here. Yeah, here. It's like you've got 2 lurkers. Firebat, D-Matrix coming in, jumping on top of the lurkers inside the Dark Swarm. They don't care. The splash damage still happening. Did he get the lurkers? I think he might have. They're going up into the mineral line now. We've got Firebats, Marines following them. Oh, drones going down in terrible numbers here. They get plagued and then popped almost immediately. But they did a ton of work. A lot of drones died. It's 36 remaining right now to 61 in favor of the Terran NaDa. This group gets cleaned up. A bunch of drones died. Not the end of the world, I would say, but it still hurts nevertheless. A 5th base. Look at this. NaDa says, I'm attacking. Might as well expand. And he does. He expands up here, looking great. Okay, finally taking a 4th base. Can he defend it is the question. Ooh, I love a D-Matrixed, little D-Matrix science vessel here. What are these defilers doing? Use the Nidus. Wait, the Nidus died. Don't use the Nidus. It doesn't exist. You got to walk defilers down here or just build them down here. I don't know. Yeah, that defiler died before we get home, too. Battle cruisers in production. A 3rd starport is here, too. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we get here from the battle cruisers. I am skeptical, but NaDa is not the genius Terran for nothing. Yeah, Dark Swarm Lurker, unbreakable. That's it. Invincible. Unless you've got a Radiate or Firebats in there, which is good, but Kindness Plating's on the way. Ultralisk Cavern is here. We saw that on the screen just a second ago. I love there's 1 medic up here. She's got 3 hit points. Nobody to heal her up. She doesn't have a friend. Lurkers trying to make a bit of a move across the map. And maybe... they're checking for a base here. They don't see one. They're going to head down south and maybe go after this 3rd base. There is a bunker here with Marines in it, though, so it's going to be... I mean, they don't have a Dark Swarm, and scans are available, so... Ow, did they get caught up on each other there? Okay, that sucks. I think NaDa was intending to bring the SCVs over to body block to keep the lurker from getting inside the mineral line, but didn't have to. Got stuck on the SCV just mining gas and died there. That's very funny. 165 to 104 supply. Zerg player not in a happy place, but he's got Plague, and he's got Dark Swarm, and he's got Cracklings, and he's got Ultralisks. So he's got everything he needs to win this game. Oh, look at this, though. Factory, armory, factory. Intriguing. It is going to be some siege tanks here. It's not Hydra meta, but NaDa's going to try to make use of battle cruisers over here and siege tanks in this late game against Hum. Well, to that I say, Hum. Ooh, I like a Yamato. Yamato's coming in here, too. That's really nice. You can Yamato Defilers inside Dark Swarm and Lurkers inside Dark Swarm. Plague. Ooh, big Plague there. Yeah, Link's trying to do what they can, but reinforcing dudes show up who are not plagued and shut it down. 178 to 116 supply. Looking good, guys. They've got the +3 attack, the +1 armor. They're working on further infantry armor upgrades. Mech upgrades are coming in too. Siege mode's on the way. What a game here from NaDa and Hum for game 1 of our best of 3. Huge Plague. Oh, the bait there was massive. He's like, hey there, you can kill these lings. Just stand there and shoot for a minute. And then blah, Plague all over them. Blah, blah, blah. I think it's vomit from the Defiler. Or is it insects or what? Okay, 3 battle cruisers on the move out, and another 2 coming in. He scans in, sees the spore, sees the Defilers. The Defilers are like, we're ready to plague you any second now, sir. We will plague you hard. This group does not move. This group does not move. This group does not move. Okay, that was a bit of a mistake there from NaDa. Maybe he was trying to like micro these battle cruisers or something. He scans in again, sees that, yeah, it's, I mean, pretty well defended, I guess. Is Yamato done? Yamato's done. We don't have, we do have the energy for Yamato. At least one of these battle cruisers has enough energy for Yamato. You gonna Yamato? Hey, Yamato! Bam! Spore down. Beautiful, Yamato. And then this spore is going to go down. Okay, now there's 2 spores hitting your VCs, which isn't like the end of the world, but it's not great. Oh, then the Plague, and then the Scourge, and you lose one of the VCs, but not more than one. 4 down. Going to be another plague here. We've got Ultras chasing top left, though. The first Ultras of the day. They've got 5/6 armor and a +1 attack on top of these tanks. Looking good. Battle cruisers are plagued. There's 4 of them. 2 of them are not plagued, though. Do any of them have a Yamato? Oh, one of them goes down. Okay, 2 remaining. Not enough Yamato on those guys. These Ultras couldn't quite make it happen. Lurkers come up and die immediately. I don't know, like, what were they trying to do? You're attacking the drones inside the Dark Swarm. Don't be doing that. Attack the hatchery or the extractor. Those are better targets. Dark Swarmling Ultra. Defiler gets sniped out. If you force a Dark Swarm this far away from the base that's being attacked, that's a win for NaDa. And hey, he'll attack this outside of Dark Swarm all day. I know these Ultras have 6 armor, but it only keeps him alive for a little bit of time. Oh, the Dark Swarm ran out. No, Hydras come in. Unupgraded Hydras. They've got a Carapace upgrade. They don't have a range upgrade or attack upgrade. Coming up, 188 to 122 supply. Trying to get up here, and Siege tanks fired away from the high ground. Ling's taking splash damage. Ultras taking massive direct damage. 3 Ultras die simultaneously. It's a hold. 175 to 105 supply now. Battle cruisers, I think, got wiped out if I had to guess what happened to them there, but the drone count's only 51. Now from God, look at this. The map is split in half. This is something that NaDa could only be happy about. Did a Lurker try to come all the way up here and die? Good grief, Lurkers. And hasn't been able to take this base or this base or this base. He just hasn't been able to do it. He's down 185, 188 to 114 supply. Any more battle cruisers? Nope, back into science vessels. Cool. Got a lot of them, by the way. Another scan. He sees what's up down here and says, ow! Loses a couple science vessels immediately, but also there's like 10 of them. Oh my gosh. Okay. Firebats plagued, but still charging in an attack down here at the 3rd base. At the same time, Boxer maneuvering the drones in the 3rd base. Oh, the massacre. Oh, the humanity charging in. Getting tons of work done. Lings and Ultras trickling in. No Dark Swarms. No Plague support. GG! Taps out. And NaDa is our winner in 22 minutes and 03 seconds. Did the thing again. GG, man. NaDa gets the win in game number 1. Looking every bit like he is ready to compete in ASL 20, doesn't it? You think he's going to try to compete? Try to qualify in ASL 20? Could he win an ASL in 2025 after winning his first Premier Tournament in 2002? Is that even possible? Would that be the longest time between Premier Tournaments in StarCraft history? I think it would be. Holy crap, what a game, though. Dude, this Boxer maneuver murdering was key. The attack up here that went really poorly for him was also key. Needed drops, right? Drops were great for NaDa, except when they weren't. But didn't try to use drops at all. He just tried to run across the map with his Lings and his Ultras, which actually works if there aren't any tanks. Or there aren't, 10 science vessels everywhere, which NaDa had both. Yeah, this attack, 190 to 120. Yeah, okay, that just went poorly. And then there, and then that. All right, GG. Woof. What a fantastic game number 1 that was. Cannot ask for more when it comes to that. That is just amazing. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, ridiculous stuff there from our guy NaDa. What an incredible game that was. Oh, NaDa wins. NaDa wins. Again, he's an old guy for esports, but man, is not a slouch. He hasn't won an ASL, but good stuff there, man. Good upgrades, good scourge, so many science vessels, just taking out those battle cruisers. Not easily, but it's okay. And yeah, NaDa just splitting the map in half, macroing his heart out, and got the win in game number 1. All right. Final score in game 1, 157 to 151 supply in favor of NaDa. Got outproduced, but outkilled by a good measure. Structures raised only, 1 Terran building died and 9 Zerg buildings died. That's a huge number. And then end of the day, the outspend here by the Zerg was only about 800 resources. 800 in 22 minutes. Oh my gosh. What a game. Like, what a ridiculous ridiculous game for game 1. And NaDa still looking good, man. The Genius Terran gets the win. Let's go to game number 2. Game 2 is here on a Polypoid. Bottom right. Who do we got here? It's Bottom left, it is NaDa. One of these players has a win in this best of 3, and it is NaDa, man. Again, he looks so good. Indistinguishable from somebody like Light, I feel like. Somebody like Rush. Somebody who could make a deep ASL run if he qualifies for ASL. Even trying to qualify, man, I would be so hyped. So incredibly hyped. But we will see, won't we? So, Terror the Overlord's counting out the wrong direction here. That's right. Ooh, it's a hallucinated Kakaru. Kakaru. Actually, I'm not sure hallucinated Kakarus say anything. Oh, he's going to go in the fog of war. No. He's too embarrassed. When he runs out of energy, he explodes in a puff of blue smoke, and it's kind of embarrassing. So he wanted to be in privacy here before he explodes. Drone on the scout out, trying to see what's going on here at 9 supply. Any sign of an overpool play? The answer is probably not. Probably nothing like that. And it's just kind of silent now, is all it is, right? Players macroing up, Overlord scouting across nothing, catching a big whiff of the Vespene gas. Swinging in with a drone and finding some Terran. Look at this. Finding some Terran. Building a barracks inside his main, which is a little bit suspicious, a little bit weird. What are you hiding here, NaDa, is what Hum is asking. He's really microing pretty well here with Daryl the drone. He's taking a lot of hits off of that SCV without taking much damage. Oh, God, that actually... Okay, that was bad. That was a bad position to be in. But look at this. 2 SCVs pulled off the line. A lot of lost mining time. This guy's still losing mining time. Can he get the SCV? I don't know, but it's a hatch first back home from Hum. He dives back. Oh, a little bit of a repair on the SCV, building the barracks. Aw, NaDa, you're so cool. Yeah, he's trying to win this battle, but dude, the SCV hits. And it's got that extra HP, and it's a difficult fight one-on-one. Look at the SCV scouting the wrong direction here. Yeah, all he knows is that the drone showed up. He doesn't know what direction the drone came from, which is interesting. Oh, no way. He gets an SCV kill. Oh, the SCV's got to pull back. Got to send another healthier SCV if you want to scout this direction. So Steve says, let's scout that direction. You know, that drone seemed pretty interested in keeping me from getting over there, so let's go see what's going on. Looks like expansion. Yep, so the 1 racks expand. No gas yet. And kind of, there we go. Stop marine production for a minute, but it's back in it now. And finally, NaDa gets a glimpse of what's going on in the Terran world, which is a hatch first. Which is a first 100 gas going into a lair, which is no real surprise on anybody's radar. Right. Second rack's coming in. Still no gas. This, to me, feels like a timing attack. This is like, we want a bunch of Marines. Let's give them stim. Let's get the Marines first, and we'll try to get down here and take Hum down quick. But... I don't know. Don't know if that's a good idea. Overlord positioning, good. Can't get shot. Has pretty good vision of this area, as well as this area. Few Lings getting produced here. Metabolic boost on the way. Hum just playing it normal, man. And 4 Marines. 5 Marines make a move out here. Does this get seen? He sees it. The Overlord sees this coming. And the Zerg player comes down and says, we've got Lings, but we might need to pull the drones if these guys come in. Oh, and they went back. It's a feint. Look at him. He knew where the Overlord was. He knew that Hum could see these Marines. Look at all these Lings, too. Oh, these could be drones. See, that's what feints do. They force Zerg players to make Lings when they'd rather be making drones, and then their economy is hurt. I don't know why more players don't do this. You don't have to commit. That's the whole point of the feint, is you go over there and you go... And then you go home. That's it. That's all you got to do. So a bunch of lings out here. Not enough to... I mean, you can't engage with this many Marines. I'm sorry. There are more Marines than Zerglings here. That's not going to work out for you. Gas happening. Academy working on stim. Marines, 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 Marines. This feels like one heck of a timing attack, doesn't it? That stim's coming in. The spire's just about done. Third base comes up. He knows about the second base, so he's like, let's get a third base. I think we'll be okay. This isn't like a one base all-in from the Terran. It's not a third Rax, not a fourth Rax, and no expansion. Muta's coming in. A couple of medics here, and 2 fire bats, and this... Yeah, it's stim timing, right? He's coming. He's got the stim on the way. He hopes to have it by the time we get to the front door here. Maybe the third base dying would be nice. You know, third base dying would be nice. How many times do I say that? Ooh, the fire bats are out. Frank and Felix are out. Frank and Felix, friends who are fire bats on Disney Plus. Coming fall 2025. All right, diving in without the fire. Okay, diving in. Sunken gets targeted. No, the mutas and the lings are distracting the targeting other Marines. The Marines are all dying. Where are the fire bats? Where are they? There they are. They're too late. No, they're too late to the party, and not his entire group gets wiped out. Oh, and NaDa with the GG just so thoroughly gets crushed there. Yeah, Hum for a second was like, wait, what happened exactly? Oh, man, what a crazy game 2 that was. Good stuff there by Hum. He ties it up. We're going to go to a game 3 here in a second, but yeah, this was just regular stuff from Hum. He just recognized how many Marines there were, got 2 Sunkens up, saw the push out, and the fire bats weren't there. What a mistake by NaDa. If the fire bats are here, the lings go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. The Marines, I think, can kill at least one of these Sunkens, if not 2. If these Sunkens die, I think the remaining Marines, well... 6 mutas is a lot. I don't know. It's hard to say if he could have been able to pull that off, but it would have been a lot closer if the fire bats were there. Just didn't quite have them as part of this comp when he showed up at 6 minutes. So good timing attack, but behold, held it. He's been around the block a few times. He knows what's going on, and he gets the win. So that's game 2. Hit that like button if you haven't. Let's check out the final score. Let's go to game number 3 as well. So 10,000 to 13,000 total points. Nothing much going on here in a 6-minute game. Got outproduced by the Terran, but outkilled by a wide margin. Yo, end of the day. No buildings died, which the Sunkens needed to die if NaDa was going to win that game, right? And then the outspend here by the Zerg players. It's a 6-minute game. I'm not sure outspend numbers really mean a whole lot, so... GG, game 2 goes to Hum. Can NaDa pull off the best of 3 versus Hum by winning game number 3? Stick around, and let's find out. Game numero 3, back on a Polypoid. What do we got here? Red versus blue or red versus blue? Top right, it is NaDa. Bottom left, it is Hum. Hum, 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 hum. Overlord, moving the wrong direction again. Okay, so cross spawn on Polypoid this time. No short rush distance. So let's see if NaDa wants to go for a timing attack or maybe to settle in to another macro game like game number 1. Shall we? Spinning Bengalas here on Polypoid. What's up? Spin, spin, spin. That's how we do here on Polypoid. Just imprisoning Bengalases, making them lose their minds because of the smallness of their enclosure. And doing it all over again. Whoever made this map is a sociopath. Steve the SCV, scouting out. Or maybe proxying. It's early enough for proxies. That is certainly the case. And yes, doing a proxy here, hoping against hope that top left is Zerg, but it is not. All right, so it's a little bit of a proxy, a little bit of a risk here. But maybe because it's a hatch first here by Hum, maybe we can get something done with it. Yeah, 11 hatch, 12 hatch, whatever you want to call it. Hatch firsting, here is Hum. Barracks down. Is it going to be another barracks maybe, or maybe an expand behind it? Look at that. Look at the hatch. Bam. 12 supply. Hatch down. Sub 2 minutes. Okay, not impressive. I can do that, but, this is who took a game off of NaDa, so it is impressive. 1 Rax, scouting with the SCV, no 2 Rax. There would be another SCV here, and early gas. Oh, is this going to be mech? Man, NaDa loves his tanks. You saw that in game number 1. Daryl the drone versus Steve the SCV, round 2. Bonk. Just bonking into each other. Not attacking, just bonking. Everything's A-okay, and it's going to be a factory. It is going to be a factory here. Oh, man. Meching NaDa. Ah! I am more hyped than before I started this cast, man. Dude. Dude. Lifting off the barracks, saying, all right. No Zerg top left. It's cross spawn. All right, I guess I'll send the Marine across the map here to see what we can do, but the spawning pool is done. Oh, okay, here we go. Barracks, or bunker, coming up. Again, a little bit late because of the cross spawn here, but can we finish it? No, the drones say no, you cannot finish it. Ah, drone micro. And a factory is coming up back home. The bunker does finish, but Marines, no. Oh, hang on. No. Okay. And the bunker goes down without ever housing a Marine. Very sad there. But look at this. Factory almost done. No expansion. Hum has no idea. No idea there's a factory there, but he knows it's a possibility. So, drone scout. This drone... Oh, it's Overlord. Overlord, we lost a couple of drones. We lost a lot of mining timing here. Mining time here, but we still have 12 drones. It's not the end of the world. You can recover from this position. Oh, it's a 1-1-1 build. Holy, what is this? Wraiths? No, that's a machine shop. Barracks, factory, and then starport. Is this a 2-port Wraith opener? Here from NaDa in the year of our StarCraft 2025. 27 years after StarCraft came out, we're getting 2-port Wraith by NaDa. Are we blessed to this day? We are. We are blessed to this day. It's gonna be a Wraith. It's a Wraith. It's a Vulture. It's Vulture speed. What is this? Wraiths and Vultures we're gonna try to win with? I mean, pretty good against a bunch of Lings. Wraiths and Vultures both. Not bad at all. Oh, Vulture, no! Ah! First Vulture gets pinned off and killed. Just not quite paying attention enough. Dude, 2 Vultures at the top of this ramp against these Lings would have been so hot, but instead it's 1 Vulture and a Wraith in production and another Vulture in production. The SCVs have to fight. They have to fight. They're in trouble. It's a lot of Lings here. They've got speed. The Wraith heads across the map to say, sorry guys, you're on your own. This time another Vulture goes down. But this Vulture happy? Got a kill. Lings heading out. Wraith. I mean, this Wraith is going after drones. I don't think this Wraith is going after Overlords at all. He got a Hydra Den. He's got a Hydra Den. I think he probably... Man, Overlord. Yeah, Overlord, better death here. A couple Hydras in production. Gonna kill the Overlord a lot faster than a couple of drones. And a Wraith, though, waiting launch orders. Does end up getting an Overlord kill, but a lot of damage from the Hydras, too. Not ideal. Scout tries to look for the second gas. Doesn't see any. The Spire is not happening. It's Hydras. Because waiting for Mutas here when there are Vultures out is not a winning prospect. Dropship coming in. He's going to go for a Vulture drop inside the main base of Hum like he's a Protoss player. This is something we do against Toss, sir. Not that it can't work against Zerg. We just don't see it very much. This is very much something that we do against our Protoss opponents. And finally, taking a second base here. Ahem. Thinking about it at 6 minutes. Ooh, another Overlord dead. Yeah, map control, at least for the skies, belongs to the Wraiths. Okay, Wraith. The one true Wraith to rule them all, and not the Overlords. Not even close. This guy's, like, running for his life. Help! And there we go. We drop the Vultures inside the main base. Spider Mines! Yeah, taking out a Hydralisk. Just straight up fighting Hydras here, too. With good Vulture Micro, getting the wounded ones back. Another Vulture goes down. The drones are in a lot of trouble. NaDa, you madman! Okay, now enough Vultures show up. That's going to be problematic. Are we out of Spider Mines? No. Throw down some Spider Mines. Might as well. I mean, dying with a Spider Mine in your chamber is a terrible move, but it appears that's what we're trying to do. Spider Mine, Spider Mine, Spider Mine, Spider Mine, Spider Mine, Spider Mine. Oh, dead. Okay, so a couple drones died, a couple Hydras died, 21 SCVs to 17 drones. I think Home is okay. He's not happy about it, but the second base was so late because of the committal to this aggression, so I think Zerg player is happy. Third base here, going to be hard with the Spider Mine there. The Spider Mine up here at a potential third base as well on Polypoid. And Tom Kazansky found the other Overlord that was out on the map. That was out on the map. Look at that. 3 kills on this guy. Could not be more pleased. Mass Hydra going to do okay, but there's a tank out. There's a bunker here. There are Spider Mines. Evolution Chamber. Overlord speed is super helpful here. Again, against the Spider Mines and against potentially Cloaked Wraiths, which haven't showed up yet, so they're probably not going to, but you never know. Yeah, so Spider Mines, no. Unsieged tank, also no. I don't... Science Vessel, no Irradiate on that guy. There are 3 Marines and a tank here. This might be bustable. Oh, the Wraith. Oh, it was bait. The Overlord came in there, dragged the Wraith out, and then the Hydras killed it. Repair on these bunkers would be good. Plus, another Marine showed up, and they're always going to be showing up. Oh, did he eat? Okay, no. Hopefully he didn't eat one there. Another drop of Vultures into the main base. Nobody here to stop it this time. All the Hydras are across the other side of the map. They don't kill drones as fast as they kill probes, but it's still pretty good, man. Dude. NaDa. Drone down. Drone down. Drone down. Oh, 21 workers here. Hydras go for the bust. They're like, you don't have any siege mode back there, do you? And then he does. He barely gets siege mode. Bunker's down anyway. Hydras can't fight this. High ground siege tank sieges up. Another high ground siege tank sieges up. They need to get around here. Yeah, get away from the siege tanks. Is there another? Yeah, drop ships. Pick up the Vultures. There's still being a threat down there. Hydras against... Oh, my citizens arrest there. Hydras against Marines. Pretty good in smaller numbers if the Marines are unupgraded. Which they're not doing super hot. Because, again, I think we're meching today. A couple Marines for safety's sake is all that we're dealing with. Okay, I think that dropship gets sniped. Nope, it's up here. He scouts for the third base, finds it, and then she goes home in the pipe 5x5. Oh, that interception by Hum is disgusting. Wow, all right. That was very cool. So now, never mind. It's going to be SK Terran. Look at these racks. Look at these racks. Look at these science vessels. So he goes for a mech opening Vulture drop play into SK Terran. His upgrades are going to be late. His Stim's going to be late. His +1 attack for his Marines is going to be late. But, I mean, if anyone can make this work here, right, it's going to be the genius Terran, NaDa. Dropship getting low on that HP, friends. Tries to swing up here where these drones are. Oh, my God. Then Hydras pop out. Vulture dies, and we cut our losses. Empty dropship. Time to go home. Yeah, I think Home's done a really admirable job staying alive and not, like, losing a ton during all this aggression that we've seen with the bunker, with the Vultures dropping inside his main and his third base, and Mass Hydra is the play of the day until the tank count gets too high, which it's not going to because it's only one factory. He is continuing to produce tanks off of it, though. So he's not going full SK Terran because he is adding tanks to the family. I feel like Hive timing's a little bit late here from Hum. Dark Swarm Hydra with Plague is how this whole thing works. Mass Hydra. I guess Lurker maybe. Make sure there's no Lurkers or Hydras on the high ground here. Sets up for a third base possibly. Overlord cruising on into the main base here. Probably going to die, but wants to know what's going on. Actually, doesn't cruise on in because he doesn't want to die, it turns out. Another scan. Sees lurkers. Beautiful scan there. Says, ah, okay. So Ling Hydra lurker here. No sign of a hive. Oh, gets a science vessel for free. Sick play. Sickest of plays there. Still scanning. Just more map scanning to see what's going on. Overlords are permanent scans that can scan in one area and are movable too. Good scouting options here by both of these players. Just waiting for a hive. There we go. Queen's Nest does get started down here by home at about 12:20 or so. Oh, irradiates the Overlord. That's not a great target for irradiate. I guess before this gets started, just be aware I do live stream on Sundays as well. Replays sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. If you want to catch a Sunday stream, you're welcome to join in 11 a.m. Eastern. All right, kids. Lurker Ling Hydra busting up this ramp. I don't think there are enough Marines or tanks to do this. Absolutely sending now is Hum. Lurker's burrowing in. D-Matrix trying to keep the tank alive a little bit longer. Hydra's targeting it down, and dude, this third base in a lot of trouble. Tank down, tank down. Hydra's fighting Marines, now healing. Not enough. Third base does get canceled or killed there. And what an absolutely crushing engagement in favor of Hum. Yeah, look, he's like, there's nothing in this bunker. We can probably kill that tank, right? I mean, then Marines come into the bunker because they know, I mean, how desperate it is. Okay. He goes with the bunker. SCV's coming on the body block. And, oh, Lurker stabbing away. The Marines inside the bunker putting in a lot of work here. The tank does go down, but the Lurkers are taking a lot of damage in the process. They all go down and die. And yeah, the 4 Marines inside that bunker were key to the victory there for our dude NaDa, for just holding it off. Looking really, really good. Yeah, there was nothing in the bunker. I mean, there's no way that was an intentional trick, because that'd be insane, but... 10 more Lurkers on the way. A hive is coming in. He's not trying to make Lurker or Hydra work forever here, but that third base going down was a massive win. Massive win for him. NaDa on the move out. His Marines do have +1 attack at 14 minutes, but again, if this was a straight-up SK Terran opening, they'd probably have 2-1 by now, so... The mech opening, I think, tried to kill Hum, and now NaDa's kind of playing catch-up. All right, tell you what, no matter how long this game goes, I will toss on a bonus NaDa game at the end, one of those 2008 ones I was telling you about, just to kind of pad the runtime. So you don't know how long this game is. How's that sound? That sound fun? That sounds great. All right. Spire on the way. Yeah, it's too close in supply. 84 to 99, even in favor of NaDa here, is not where he wants to be against Hum right now. Hum's Hydralisks have 2 Carapace, no attack upgrades. They're working on a +1 attack. Marines, that +1 is, you know, is going to be a +2 here soon. Defiler Mound on the way. Is Adrenal getting fired up? It's not much of a Ling composition here, is it? There's a couple of them, but not super heavy. Scans in, sees where a majority of the army is for the Zerg player. He's like, there's not a base to kill here. Okay, well, Zerg's covering the left side of the map. Let's head over there, see what we can do. Maybe get a third base behind all of this, right? That would be good. Engage. No, I don't like it. Yeah, Hum doesn't like it either. Maybe with like 12 Lurkers, though, we can get this engagement going. He gets the evac notice. Once the Lurkers show up, he burrows in, so they're not doing any friendly fire splash to anything else. It is killing them, but not their friends, which is nice. No third base from NaDa. I don't know. He needs to win here, I think. He at least needs to kill this base, and then maybe he can make a go of this thing. And there's nothing there's nothing here. He's scrambling to get some units up here and defend. The Spire gets target fired. The Marines decide not to go for the Spire and try to steal some lurkers as they burrow in here instead, but too much Zerg. And the attack on the third base is ill-fated and swamped and forced to flee out of there. Waiting for a third. There's the third CC. Let's see if we can land it there. That would be a good thing to do. Consume is on the way. I think once there's Dark Swarm here, once Plague starts happening, it's going to be really tough in this position where you're so low. So close on HP. Dude, these science vessels, though, they're kind of bait. They're like, hey, attack the science vessels. We got tanks firing at you the whole time. A lot of bait going on here. Go for a boxer maneuver here at the third. Not a bad idea. I think he used all of his irradiate energy on these lurkers. Okay, charging into this line. Who needs spellcasters? Not me, says You just used all your irradiate on the lurkers at the third base. You don't have any irradiates for these hydras. Attacking up. You're missing shots, dude. Not a great position. A drop inside the main base, though. A Dark Swarm comes up preemptively to cover. He says, can we get rid of an upgrade? No, there's not an upgrade happening at that Evo chamber, but congratulations, you killed it. I mean, further upgrades are kind of hurt. Ooh, that Defiler, a little bit sloppy control there by Home, and it goes down as well. Yeah, standing here, we'll take all comers. But the Lings, the non-Adrenal Lings. Adrenal's almost done, but it doesn't matter because the Lings are enough anyway as it is. These medics are all dead. Third base happening for NaDa. 43 to 37 workers now in favor of our dude. NaDa, but not as much as he wants it to be, I don't think. 3 kills on that science vessel is pretty good. Hydras is in a position where if the science vessels fly over, they'll get hit. Scourge, bad control there. Okay, science vessel does get picked off. This is a close game here. Like I said, NaDa needs to get something done, and he is clearing out a bunch of these lurkers and a bunch of the hydras, losing some guys in the process, to be sure, but not the end of the world. Fourth base attempted down south. If this gets canceled, I think it might. Big potential counterattack. Scans, doesn't see this base. He doesn't know the base is here. He's checking anyway. He might get trapped. He might get trapped in this little area. Yeah, gets a cancel on the fourth base immediately. The counterattack by Hum, though. Can he get in? There are 3 siege tanks high ground. Bunch of Marines. Is it enough is the question. He crushed this once before. Can he do it again? He's got to get up on the tanks, but a lot of Hydra corpses are littering the ground. No! No! And Hum taps out. Woo! NaDa gets the win in 3 games. 2 games to 1. 1950 for game 3. Wow. Came down to that hold, man. That tank got 0 kills, but was doing work. Yeah, Hum got impatient. He lost the fourth base. He was like, oh no, and kind of panicked and said, I got to kill this third if I'm going to win. But didn't wait for the Defilers, didn't wait for the Dark Swarm, didn't wait for the Plague, which would have helped immensely in this final battle. Amazing. Like, amazing. Incredible showing there. What a great display there from NaDa getting the win when it wasn't looking good, man. I don't think that mech stuff did enough damage to really make him feel happy about it. Losing the third base was crushing too emotionally, but he gets it back up. He moves out. He's got pressure going. He cancels the fourth base. He keeps the third base alive, and Hum taps out. So NaDa gets the win. Yeah, third base here, fourth base here. Zerg player doesn't have one of those. What a game. What a series. NaDa's back. He gives us some incredible StarCraft today. Insane in the membrane. 103,000 and 93,000 points in favor of NaDa. Got outproduced but outkilled by a bigger number. 3-1 buildings raised in favor of the Zerg, but the outspend being only about 2,000 resources in 19 minutes is not going to get the job done. Oh my gosh. So like I said, we'll toss up another NaDa game at the end here if you want to check it out. Again, it's an older one, so you can see how the game has changed so much. All right, that was fun. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered, a best of 3 with NaDa. Here for your Wednesday. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft not remastered, but it is Brood War. It's going to be 1.08, which started on May 20th, 2001, which means we are 23 years in the future after this replay was played. So, Terror the Overlord just turning right for some reason. There's nothing over there, but there we go. Scout in the top left here. So, right side here, and the top, it's going to be yellow, our Blue Zerg player. And in the bottom here, the Genius Terran. He is sporting yellow today. It is NaDa. So, NaDa won 8 premier titles from 2003 to 2007, making him one of the best Terran players and the best StarCraft players of all time. Yellow is not quite up to that, but he did win 2 premier tournaments in 2005 and defeating NaDa in one of them, and beating him in a major tournament in 2003. So a little bit of a rivalry here between these two players, NaDa and Yellow. So we'll see who comes out on top here. I feel like Yellow is a little bit of an underdog here, but Zerg is, you know, my favorite race. So we will see how he does here against NaDa's Terran. So, oh man, original graphics here. Oh, an extractor trick. An extractor trick to get 10 out of 9 supply. You make an extractor, make a drone, because you have supply, because the drone is no longer taking up supply. Then you cancel the extractor, and bam, you have 10 drones. And there we go. Second Overlord here. So, either it's going to be a hatch first here, or an overpool play. Is this? Ah. Yeah, so there is sound. Anyway, we got ourselves a barracks coming up, not walling off here with it. And this is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. If you're watching this the week of June the 1st, I really do appreciate it. Every single month, every single patron. And if you're seeing this late June 2024 or later as the hatch comes up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with both StarCraft Remastered and non-remastered content. All right, so drone scouting here is Yellow, and he sees, ooh, 2 racks opening. A lot of pressure here with Marines from NaDa. Again, the Genius Terran, who had so many new strategies. Spawning pool. In between your extractor and your hatchery. Okay, fair enough. We'll see. We'll see if it helps, because this is not lined up with your hatchery, because map making in 2001 and earlier was clunky and chunky. And oh my gosh, is this the version of Lost Temple? Oh yes, it is. High ground over your natural. Oh my gosh. All right, man. So NaDa plop down a couple tanks here, and the natural base will vanish. Ugh, gross. They patched it out of this map. I thought it was patched out by May 2001, but I guess not. Maybe they're playing on an older map. Anyway, yeah, you can tell this is a non-remastered replay because there's no production tab at all. Well, there's no production tab if you're watching live broadcasted Brood War, but anyway, we do have a, you know, Vespene Geyser counter and a minerals counter. Very, very good. And a supply counter as well. Get out of here, Steve. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes your style. So you know it's a hatch first. But protecting the top of his ramp here is NaDa. Just making as many Marines as he can. Engineering bay coming up. An academy? Is there an academy anywhere, dude? I don't know that there is. I don't think that there is at all. I can't right-click follow stuff either. My scroll speed is incredibly fast, but it's set to the slowest speed the game offers me. There you go. Throw up a sunken. Smart plan. And going for a lair here. So did the first 100 gas go to lair? That is definitely how the current... Yeah, I don't think these are speedlings. So probably... Man, no, maybe they are. It's hard to tell for me in the original client. And yeah, you know what? I think the placement of the spawning pool actually helped with that. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. There is a Hydro Den coming in here, so we didn't go 2-base Mutalisk, which again is a build that was popularized by Jadong. I want to say after this time. I don't know when Jadong actually came up with this thing, but yeah, there's your academy. You definitely want some medics for these dudes. Ooh, this Overlord pokes in, tries to see. I mean, look at all this weird dead space down here. Your expansion's up here. All right, so the Marines doing their thing. They're checking to see if a million lings are gonna come down here and try to kill them, which is the Marines' job to defend. A little bit of a scouting party here for yellow. Another creep colony, another sunken colony. Hydralisk Den is evolving a lurker aspect. And yeah, I think I just gotta use the mini-map here to look around. Trying to scroll around is like super tough. Keeps going out of bounds and like causing all sorts of problems. A Ling does get in. Ooh, sees the engineering bay researching, sees the comsat station, sees the academy researching here. Probably gonna be stims or Ling dies, does explode as he hops in there. We're getting some medic production is happening now. No real surprise there. SCV might want to swing around here. Are we going to expand up here? Why is there an SCV checking this position? Oh my gosh, he's killing his own sunken. Is that a mistake? Oh my gosh, no, he killed his own sunken. Oh my gosh, was it messing with the pathing of the drones on the gas? Yeah, man, 2001. It was a time when build orders are not necessarily perfect, where things like where to place your buildings was not necessarily all second nature to these players. And here comes our little attack here at about 6:42. You can't see the timer because I'm hiding it from you, and I can see it as I'm casting it here. But seriously, hit that like button, subscribe. We do super fun stuff like this. We do ASL caliber content. We've got some crazy, crazy, crazy good StarCraft games out here. All sorts of matchups, all sorts of players, and yeah, every once in a while we take a trip down memory lane and go for something like this, you know? I'll cast anything. I'll cast anything where the replays were available. 1.08 was the first replay, the first version of StarCraft where replays were a thing. Third base coming up here, there's minerals only. But I'll cast a lot of stuff from players like Whiterod from 2008, in Control Games from back when he was active before he passed on. Try to get some Day 9 stuff in here as well. I mean, Artosis games from back in the day, pretty fun. And a factory with a starport coming in. So again, dropping on this high ground is good. This Overlord here is like, I'd like to see. I'd like to see if something bad is going to come to deal with this high ground and try to moiter me. But yeah, just kind of hanging out is NaDa. Just kind of holding center here. He has expanded. He's mining. He's got a bunker just in case a bunch of lings show up and try to kill him that way. Machine shop thrown onto the factory. We do want some tanks. I'm liking it. This has been pretty passive so far. Couple lurkers. I don't want to run into these Marines with stim. They'll probably get burned down. So trying to swing around this way. Ooh, yeah. Very, very sneakily swinging around. Wait. Where does this take you? Are you going to drop? He researched drop. Oh my gosh. He got drop for his Overlord, but not speed. He's going to try to lurker drop here. Siege mode is researching. Oh, these Marines are in position to see this, though. Oh, no, Overlord speed just finished, and he's going to try to swing on in and find an angle where he can unload these lurkers, and he tries to get in here. No, the scan is good, and both lurkers go down. That is absolutely shut down. A sneaky attempt, but NaDa was ready for it. NaDa said, oh, ho, ho, ho. I don't think so, man. But he did scout the science facility, so that's good. We'll get some science vessels out here, cause all sorts of issues. With Irradiate for the Zerg player, irradiating those lurkers. Probably Defiler is going to come in here eventually as well, but no sign of a hive quite yet. We're only at 9 minutes after all. Super fast hive is super fast. And I guess something attacked this bunker too when I was busy. Oh, high ground lurker harass. He's like, you know, it's not only Terrans that can abuse this high ground. I can also abuse this high ground. Dude, 4-kill lurker. 6 kill on the lurker. Dude, yellow. Oh! 7 kills as those SCVs try to get out of there, and they can't quite do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, brutal. Brutal stuff here. This lurker's got 7 kills. Siege tank and the scan on the high ground burns him down, but this worker count cannot be super happy at all. This 4th base is coming in up here in this little area, and other versions of this map, this is an island you can't access, but it's wide open here on this version of Lost Temple. Are we going for more drops? Oh yeah, a bigger lurker drop now. How many Marines do you have to deal with? Like 6 lurkers that are trying to bust into your main, NaDa. I like this. I like this lurker drop meta here out of yellow. This is fantastic. I wonder if he used this strategy to take down NaDa in one of the games that he beat him in back in 2005 to take that premier title. They met in the finals of that thing. So, I mean, yellow, really fantastic player. It's funny that he's not yellow in this game, but I wonder if NaDa chose yellow as kind of a funny thing, right? Funny joke. So this guy, okay, burrows top of the ramp. Okay, there's the scan. Those Marines all get murked and trying to fight them, rescanning in. Lurkers do go down, took a couple Marines with them. 4 lurkers make it. No, more SCV massacre. 4 SCVs. No, so many lurkers dying. No, is this GG? Like, I don't want to call it GG, but this move, this getting 4 lurkers into the mineral line here, stopping all mining. 2 kills, 8 kills, 3 kills, and 8 kills. No, this is absolutely brutal stuff. I cannot believe yellow is getting away with this. Siege tank does finally show up to try to shut this thing down and is going to get rid of these lurkers, but they just took down a supply depot. This engineering bay is on fire. I don't know if it's actually burning down, but this supply depot is getting shot in here too. The Marines run in to deal with what? A couple of them die before they can clear this out, but dude, brutal. Absolutely brutal attack. It's 70 total supply right now to 71 supply for the Zerg. I mean, this SCV is attacking this hatchery, which is hilarious. This 12 o'clock spawn location is being taken now too by the Zerg. He tries to go Hydra Lurker and bust on in here at the natural base. So many medics are dying. Oh my gosh. Tank gets target fired. The Hydras pull back. Guess they don't like what they see here necessarily, but dude, this SCV count is not great for NaDa. I mean, it seems like he had a bunch because he just lost a bunch. Letting this SCV kill this hatchery would be honestly kind of hilarious. I mean, it would take him an absolute eternity here. So yeah, Hydro Lurker stuff, that's still a lair from yellow. Siege tank's out. Siege tank's going to counter this Hydro Lurker stuff quite nicely, but I just worry about this economy. Is that another high ground lurker? Another high ground lurker. Science vessels are out. Didn't want to irradiate it. Use the siege tank to wipe it out anyway. More gas coming in. Gas here. Yeah, so there are 3 gases now for yellow. He's getting, yep, there's the Queen's Nest. We're going to move into Hive here soon. And a 4th extractor coming in. This, I don't know. Is this position tenable for NaDa? That massive lurker drop was incredible. He hasn't even repaired these buildings. They're not actively burning down. It's not that much of a priority. It kind of adds to the aesthetic, right? When stuff's on fire, it's kind of cool that way. Okay, Hydra. Oh, he just, I think he just, what did he just snipe? Maybe a tank that was here? Yeah, man, yellow says I could abuse this high ground just as well as Terrans can. I know Falcon is worried about siege tanks showing up there, but nope. That's not what you wanted to worry about, my friend. This is actually a pretty amazing play for 1.08. Some of the replays that I get from 1.08 are like, okay, this is slow. Expansions are late. You know, the dropping strategies aren't necessarily in here. But yeah, these guys, NaDa and yellow dropships are out. Not that I've seen a drop necessarily. But Aspire is on the way here, which means dropping is going to be a lot more dangerous here from NaDa soon. So, yeah, I mean, just looking at the sheer amount of minimap here, the sheer amount of Zerg there is 94 total supply to 75 supply. At this stage of the game, too. Zerg economy, gas, minerals, all of it. Nom 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 nom. It's all very, very good. So these Hydras decide to fall back. They're basically like, yeah, this guy's on 2 bases. NaDa His economy's been hurt so much, he doesn't feel brave enough to go for a third base right now. Feels like he can't expand here because all of the Zerg that is out on the map just waiting for him to expand here. Maybe he could sneak a base over this way. I like how SCV and Drone are hanging out together here at this base, being like, do you want to expand here, dude? And he's like, nah, man. Do you want to expand here, dude? Anywho, man, this is... Yeah, this really feels like it's Yellow's game to lose here. What upgrades does he have? +2 attack, +1 armor on those Hydras. The Marines are at 2-1. The tanks are at 0-0, but they do pretty well even without the upgrades against Hydralisks. Those guys are squishy, squishy glass cannons that hit hard and die to tanks pretty easily. Another sneaky attempt on this left side. Are you kidding me? Is he going to get away with this again? He can't keep getting away with this. So this move out, NaDa's all worried about it, understandably so. Gosh, that lurker count is bonkers. D-Matrix on a siege tank, looking good. And these guys are dropping in. Just dealing with whatever remainder of Marines are here. Lurkering the high ground, so it's going to be hard to deal with this. And the Hydras just take their +2 attack. Grooved spines, snipe the factory, snipe the starport. Okay, there's another factory here, but still. Oh, siege tanks did manage to wipe out the lurkers on the high ground here. But all of this tech is in so much trouble. Hydras have tried to engage here against a D-Matrix siege tank. Big attack, swinging in. Oh, man. Hydra's busting down that bunker. The remaining Marines go down. Science Vessel gets targeted there. Two medics exploding on top of each other. There are Hydras busting into this natural base. Lurkers causing all sorts of problems. Is there enough here to hold? It looks like there's enough here to hold for NaDa on some level, but there are still 3 Hydras inside the base, and Yellow's expanding like a madman. He's expanding down this left side, too. NaDa just cannot come back from this. He's at 47 supply. Lurkers are murdering everything that's here at the natural base. Yeah, I think this is it. This is an incredible display from Yellow against the Genius Terran. He takes advantage of the dropping capabilities of this map, the way it was designed, and just puts them to incredibly good use. Jibuja, are you building more barracks? Yeah, it looks like he's like rebuilding his starport, building his barracks. His second factory survived, which is good. He does get a scan out, but I mean, Yellow's like, oh yeah, sure. Why don't I expand to the top left? This is an island expansion. This is not accessible over ground. Yeah, he's gonna unload here and be like, so might as well take this space. Don't see why not. Good heavens. Finally, these lurkers get cleared out. The natural base is still not being mined for minerals at all. Why do I imagine there's a big swell of, like, mutas? Oh, he's not going Guardians. Oh, it's a Greater Spire. I did not think we'd see Guardians in this game. But no, this is just Yellow styling as hard as he can. It's like, what's that? You have a lot of siege tanks? You know what siege tanks can't do, right? They can't shoot up. So here they come. They don't have any upgrades at all, but, you know, whatever. Not really worried about that. And, yep. I mean, this is just nail in the coffin level stuff here. They just target fire down that command center. The Hydras and Lurkers bust in. Yeah. Everybody dying. This is it. Yellow gets that win. Natural base gone. Main base can't do it alone. And that's it. Bam. Gosu drone. NaDa has left the game and our winner, Yellow. Yeah, man. That was fantastic. That was so fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Because, yeah, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. That was just beautiful. That was a beautiful display of ZVT there. I mean, my goodness. Just, again, it's the drops. It's the drops, man. That's what it is. He was able to drop on the high ground of the natural base, drop inside the main base of NaDa, just keep him from really being able to move out at all. Look at this mini-map. He expanded bottom right as well. The only bases that have not been taken are a couple of these minerals-only expansions. He wanted the bases with all of the gas after taking the third minerals here. Yellow did. But yeah, beautiful upgrades on his hydras and lurkers. Just being everywhere at once. So many lurkers dropping in. Macro was fantastic. He's floating 1,000 minerals and 1,000 gas here, but based on how many bases he has, yeah, is only at 137 supply too, which is fun from the 1.08 era. From those early days, right? Wow. So that was great. I mean, just incredible display of ZVT, how to do that thing with the upgrades, with the drops. I don't know that there was really any kind of a serious move out from NaDa at all. There were, I don't want to exit the replay, but we saw that. There were Sunkens up there with a natural base for yellow that he never had to use. He never needed it. That's incredible. What a great, great show from him. Does this give us the score? It does. So at the end of the day, 108,000 points to 68,000 points. This was a shellacking by yellow. I mean, we're looking at outproducing the Terran player, outkilling the Terran player by 2-to-1 ratio. Structures raised 13-0, and then total resources here 36,000 and 19,000 spending. Yeah, I mean, that's just how many bases there were, how many workers there were, how many SCVs died in this game. Yellow just did it well, and NaDa just did not really have an answer here, unfortunately. So, that was something. That was something to behold. What an absolutely disgustingly, fantastically good showing there by yellow. And that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Not Remastered in a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.